What's up, y'all? Keith Dykes here with W.K.D Construction, and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, we're gonna do the third installment for the master shower at the Melton Farm Project. We will be installing all of the curb, the sill, the header, finishing out with trim, and then the glass guys are gonna come and install the glass enclosure and door. If you have not seen part 1 or part 2 of the master shower, go and check those out. First one kind of shows the installation of all the curdy board, the waterproofing, and the cultured marble shower pan. Number 2, we get into all the tile installation tips and tricks, and then the third one, we're going to be finishing it out and going home, getting it done and moving on to the next episode at the Melton Farm Project. I opted to use quartz for all of the trim, the sill, and everything. That way it matched the vanity. The quartz is a really good product. It's man-made, it's very hardy, it holds up well. Water's not gonna, fool with it, not like granite or something like that. So it does hold up a lot better to a harsh environment like a shower. So come on, let's go. Let's go get this shower. Let's go get this shower done. Well, today is the day. We finally got our quartz for our curb and our jamb. So we are going to be installing that today. Here it is. It is a quartz, 1.25 inch thick. Had them cut it, I don't know, probably have about it's about an 1/8 inch overhang on the outside, and it matches the countertop onto the vanity here. And today, hopefully, they will be showing up to install the countertops. Oh my goodness. I hope they do. They need to. And it's been a minute and we've been waiting a pretty good while. So hopefully they will show up, get these installed, and Miss Susan can move in. I will start putting these on. I don't know if I'll get them all done today, but we definitely will the first of next week. And then we can get the shower guy, the glass guy, to come measure everything up, get the door, get it on order. That's going to take probably about 2 weeks usually, and for me usually takes about 2 weeks to for them to get the panels made and installed. My thought process on this is I think I'll do the curb first. Of course, it is pitched into the shower, or it will be pitched into the shower. We'll get the curb set, and then we'll come up the sides and kind of go around. I'll have to do some framing to hold the top up to where the thin set can actually hold. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start on the curb, do it the side jambs, and then we'll do the flats. Dang, that's nice. So I'm starting on the sill. I got it pitched maybe 1/8 of an inch, 3/16 right at it. So I think I'm just going to use a piece of to find my pitch. I'm just trying to guess. Should be able to take a board since this is set where it needs to go. Kind of describe it. And that'll tell us our angle. We don't have Rosie, do we? Well, now we can just grab our little adjustable square, and you can kind of find the angle without having to actually cut a piece. So we've got the angle. He can mark it on there. We can cut it. And we'll be able to dry fit that in there and make sure we don't need an adjustment. definitely dry cut it, but I want my joints to be really nice and clean cuts, and the wet saw does it. Plus it gets dusty and gets all that crap in the air. So it smells like fiberglass when you cut it. What you look like? She good?
Yeah, there's some marks. Thanks for that pencil marks going well.
Oh, she good. All that it's just plastic cover, so we don't scratch it up. So instead of measuring it, we just put it on dry fit and then I'm gonna mark it. Should be a little more consistent. I gotta go with the reveal right there. Should be right there. Definitely want to pitch into the shower, so I built up a little mud on this edge. I didn't want too much on the back side, so it won't squeeze out on me. I got these little shims. Beautiful. I got pre-checking. Make sure this is very plumb, which I set my trim and my tile to the laser to make sure it was super plumb, super straight. So I really don't have to do anything besides keep it tight to the trim and the tile now. So that's just a little pre-planning ahead. You don't have to work so hard in the end. I went ahead and buttered the wall, and then I'm just back buttering my jam. I don't want too much because I don't want it to push it out. You know, make a big mess once I put it on there. Beautiful. On the money, son. So I got to make a little notch right here to allow this to run past and butt the drywall. So a little notch there. Right at 3/8 fat. I'll go ahead and just kind of mark this. I'll change it to 3/8, but that'll be my angle. That's what I need. So I'll get that cut, slide it back in here, and then I'll mark where this needs to be cut. And I got it raised up right now to get me on the same plane. So right now I've got about 3/16 of overhang on each side, which is very comparable to that. So. Well, see how we did. Pretty tight, not too shabby. The only bad thing about doing it like this is you don't have nothing to hide it. You know, if your cuts are going to show. So you need to make sure they're freaking on point. And one chance at it. You don't have any extra. Well, I don't have any extra pieces, so make sure you make your money shot every time. All right, so I got this one kind of set where I want it at. Try to get this one set. So now I got this set, I think I can take my lapis. And go ahead and cut that. You're wondering why I didn't miter that corner. I'm not going to miter it because this is actually 6 5/8 and this is 6. I had to do that because I put an additional sheet of plywood or something on there. I don't remember, but anyway, I put some plywood on there to give it some rigidity, make it like a shear wall. Since it's just this partial wall right here, so I did that and put plywood on there to give it a little extra strength. So that's why this is wider than that. I mean, you'll never notice it, but so really we couldn't put a 45 on there since this is a wider piece than that, and it really wouldn't work out. I mean, it'd be an off angle, so I'm just gonna square butt it and go with that. It'll look great. I've got some epoxy. The countertop guys left me some epoxy, so we'll get that joint nice and tight and water sealed up, and we shouldn't have any issues. That feels good. So now I'm gonna cut the length of this one. I wanted to make sure that everything fit. And we didn't have to move anything. It's a nice tight joint. So we'll get it all shimmed up and leveled. I'll get these set and let them dry. I'm gonna go ahead and let them set. And it's Friday. I'm gonna go ahead and let them set over the weekend. Let them dry real good, and then we'll come back and we'll do the top. That way I can do some bracing off the top of it, and I'm not really messing with this because I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna use that an epoxy filler in there and make it nice and watertight and really make that joint hold really nice and tight. Super strong. So, yep. Now that everything's set, I'll go ahead and square this. Put on my glasses. Before I took that piece off, I used, oh, you can't really see it, but I put some Curdy band on top of there, especially right here on this joint. Good. Back butter that one. Well, I have a very slight pitch, not much at all. I wish I could get a little more, but being this is not mitered, it's gonna be a booger. So I probably have the glass set a little, not necessarily, you know what I mean? I'll probably have it set closer to the inside. That way there won't be as much water standing, or a chance of water standing on there. So we won't have any issues down the road, but it is very slightly pitched. I usually try to do about an 1/8, but being this won't be mitered, we can't do that because that'll jack all that whole thing up.
Just gonna wipe it in?
No, take it off.
What's it turn? Almond color. There's no pigment in it?
Well, that hardness is a little bit in it.
Finish it there. Come on, just little. Yep, yep.
You want? I wouldn't mind with that.
Well,
You can get a razor blade or something.
yeah, you don't know if it was thin or something like that.
A razor blade, you got one?
I think I seen one in the drawer in there.
Because they put tape and shit.
No, they don't just wipe it like so.
Kind of have to polish that here when I come back Monday. It's not much, I'll get a little sheen to it. With that epoxy really, that way we get a nice watertight seal inside there. No water can weep down in there with that epoxy on there. And then we'll go ahead and I'll get everything caulked in tight, touch up the paint, and it will look like $1,000,000. Now I'm set up in the garage, doors closed, because look at this, got a little snow. Pretty good snow, and it is cold. I think it was 10 this morning, which is pretty rare in Northwest Tennessee. But man, it is cold. The guys, it's just me today. I'm flying solo. You can't see me. The dang guys are at home. They're scared. They don't even want to drive in this stuff. Oh, I know, they can't get out. Brent lives way down in the boonies. Steve's from Hawaii, and Jimmy, I should have called him. He was living in Wisconsin. He ought to know how to drive and all this stuff. But I was just gonna come over here, work, get the shower buttoned up. So that's what I'm doing today. We'll go in there, and I almost got it done. So I'll show you. So I just actually, Miss Susan is here. She was helping me hold some of that stuff up, but I just got, you know, everything set the other day. All of my seals that are set, they're nice and solid. Use the epoxy, and the joints dried really well. So I'm just using some boards, brace up off of that. I'm about to install my side jam. Got a nice coat on the wall, and then I back buttered and did a little trowel onto the jam itself. So I'm just gonna sneak that in there. Use a little tape. Now, I've got a place to hold. My top header. Just use a little tape. beautiful. I highly recommend investing in a quality set of levels. Stabila. Use them for a long time, man. They're accurate. They hold up really well. I've got a 7 to 12 foot plate level that I've had. Man, I don't even know how long, and that thing, I mean, all the paint is wore off of it. I need to get another one, but holds up really well, and just accurate, consistently accurate. So this is the jammer set. I got this one, and this little extendable one. It's made for door jambs, because you need a level when you set a door to go the whole length of the door. You can't be plumbing the side of a jam with a 2 foot level or a 4 foot level. You need one that goes from top to bottom. So make sure your jambs line up. So I went ahead and put it in there, and then I'm just going to take my square and mark it on the length instead of trying to measure it. That way I keep if the angle's off out of square just a little bit, it'll be, you won't know it. So just make it in line with what we got here. I mean, it should pretty much be square. It's out maybe a 32nd or something like that. But you want this face, you want the face of this to stay in line. So that's why I just put the straight edge on there. That way it'll be straight. We're gonna be really close at the top. So 2-part epoxy. And a little hardener. Hopefully this is still good. Oh yeah. Just a tad bit. It won't take much at all. Back butter. I just ended up using some of the black tile, floor tile, to do that little riser right there. I don't know. I didn't want to use wood and I didn't have any of the marble, so I guess the floor tile was the next best thing. But we got all of the jam seal. It's all set. Everything is caulked. Looks clean. Inside is caulked. Shower is clean. And that is all of the, I guess it's Latticrete color match grout caulking, sanded to match the grout. That's one of the better ones that I've seen that really do, color does really match really well. But man, it is just about ready. I've called the glass guy. They're supposed to be here probably next week, measure it up, and they'll get some glass in here. So we'll get that grouted down there and take this plastic up, clean it up, and have the bathroom complete on our side of the thing anyway. So, yep, getting there. Oh, look at what we got done. Taylor Hancock. Taylor Hancock glass out of Paris, Tennessee. Majority of the time does all of my showers, all my enclosures and doors and stuff. So they came last Friday, installed it. Dude, looks freaking beautiful. Always install the two-way hinges, which of course you're not really going to open it that way, but you can if need be. Sill is pitched into the shower. Black hardware. Got the niches in here. About a 2.5 inch gap at the top. Beautiful. Really tickled with the way it turned out. Looks really good. Now Miss Susan get in here and take a shower and some of the steam keep her warm. I've had a shower before that we didn't have any walls on it or glass on it. Man, it'd take forever to, you wouldn't even get warm by the time you're still in the shower, you know what I mean? If you've got an enclosure, it does hold that steam in there, even though you've got an exhaust fan, but it does hold that steam in there, and it is warmer in there. Nice reveals on the glass. Very important. Make sure everything is plumbing level. Anything you're going to do a glass door on, because it is not forgiving at all. There's no adjustment. I mean, they can adjust the glass a little bit with the door, with the hinges, but make it right the first time and everybody is happy. I mean, it works out a lot better. Well, y'all, that's it. That was my video, how we put the finishing touches on the master shower at the Melton Farm Project. I want to thank all of y'all that watch my videos. For those of y'all that really consistently watch my videos, thank you very much. I enjoy doing this stuff. Well, I love what I get to do on a daily basis just for my job, but actually, you know, turning into all the videos and the social media and all that stuff and doing how-to type videos, I really enjoy it. So I hope you guys are following along, learning a few tricks, tips, you know, just a little bit of stuff here and there, because you can see 5 different people. They're going to do it 5 different ways. My ways, you know, not the one and only way, but it's a method methods that I've learned over the years. You know, I've been at it since 1994. So I've been in the game for a long time. I do a lot of stuff. I just do about every single thing that you can do to a house I have done besides HVAC. So I know what needs to be done, how it needs to be done, and I think, sorry for the phone call, but that's a new buddy of mine. That was Mr. Kip Bender of Rock Steady Tile Company out of Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Very cool dude, very knowledgeable, got some great videos and stuff. So if, and he does, that's his gig, is tile. I do tile, but I don't do it every day. I can do tile, I can set the hell out of some tile and do a really good job, but I don't do it every day. As you see, we're framing right now. I do framing, finishing, windows, flooring, tile, just everything. I do a lot of stuff. So, but yeah, check out Rocksteady Tile. Dude, he's got some cool stuff, man. Check him out. Once again, I'm Keith Dykes. This was the Melton Farm Project, the shower edition, tiled shower edition in the master. Thanks for watching. And as always, got it, coach. You guys have a wonderful day.